If you're feeling stuck in your financial situation right now, if you're in your 20s, if you're starting over, today I'm going to share the 4 financial moves that I learned in my 20s that completely change how I manage my finances. And I promise you, this video is actually going to save you so many years of financial struggle if you implement all of these financial moves that I'm going to share in today's video. And if you are new to my channel, hello, my name is Noma. I am the owner of Nomazdiary. I started my journey just basically wanting to learn how to budget, and I started to know more about the financial industry, the personal finance industry. To be specific, I am a financial planner, a licensed financial advisor, but I started off in just personal finance, just wanting to know how to get out of paycheck to paycheck, how to budget, how to manage my money for the next 30 days up until the next salary, and then learned more about how to pay off debt, how to save, how to invest. Now, as a financial planner, I even know how to protect your wealth, how to do estate planning and legacy building, and just basically more into the financial world that we are not taught in our traditional schools. And today I want to share the 4 exact financial moves that anyone can make that will help you go from confusion to clarity and to learn how to build financial freedom. When I say the financial moves that I'm going to share today are going to transform your life, I'm not saying you're going to become a millionaire overnight. Becoming a millionaire overnight would be nice, but let's be honest, it's something that is not possible unless obviously luck is on your side. But what I'm actually talking about here is financial freedom. Financial freedom that will actually last you. Now, what is financial freedom? What do I mean by that? Financial freedom means not struggling about money. So basically, you're not stressed about money every single day. You get paid today and you are able to last up until the next paycheck. You are not living paycheck to paycheck. You are making financial decisions because they align with your value. You're not making the decisions because you are in fear or because you feel forced. A lot of people are making financial decisions with that feeling of fear, like I have to pay this because I wouldn't want to lose a place to stay, or those kind of decisions. So you kind of take away from that and make sure that every decision that you're making in your finances is because it's aligned with your values. And eventually, financial freedom means your money is working for you. Freedom will bring you peace of mind. Freedom will bring you options. Freedom will bring you that control that you have over your own life. And that's what I'm talking about today. So let's get into the first financial move that I want you to start implementing. The first financial move that I learned in my 20s that really changed everything for me, that got me where I am today, that has made me successful in my business, in my life, is having a payday routine. Stop guessing where your money is going. Stop winging it. Stop hoping things will just work out. Every time you get paid, you need to have an actual financial system that works for you and your family. I need you to learn how to know how much income is coming in, actually how much has hit your account. I need you to know how much are your debit orders, how much needs to go out there, and ask yourself, are these debit orders still important, are still in need in my life? Some of you have subscriptions that you no longer need. For example, gym. I always mention gym when I talk about subscriptions because I talk to a lot of clients and they pay so much on gym memberships, but they don't even use that membership. So get rid of it. Use that money for something else. I want you to also start tracking your expenses. That's something that when I started and I started to track my expenses, I had that realization that, oh my gosh, I've been living above my means this whole time. So track your expenses. So list them down. Ask yourself, is this a need or a want? Ask yourself that, can I get this at a cheaper price? Like actually be very invested in your budget as if you're studying for an exam. You know how you take it serious to, do your reports at work or study for exam to get your qualification. Do the same when it comes to your finances. Allocate your money before you spend it. Don't get paid and then just start swiping and you start spending your money, but actually have a plan and stick to the plan. Your money needs you to instruct it where to go, or if you don't do that, it will disappear. There's a line that I heard of. I think it's from Dave Ramsey, and it says, if you don't tell your money where to go, you will wonder where did it go? You'll wonder all the time, where did my money go? I get people that I coach and they're like, Noma, I have no idea where my money went. Because what I do is I work on the budget you send me and I work on that. I'm like, you're supposed to have at least 4,000 Rand left at the end of the month. And they're like, I have no idea, where does that go, Norma? So you need to tell your money where to go, and then you'll see what is left and you tell that where to go. This second financial move changed everything for me. Financial move number 2 is to constantly be working on increasing your income. When I say that, I'm not saying be greedy and whatever, trying to take people's money. No, I mean, you constantly have to be working on growing your income. The truth is, life is getting more and more and more expensive. Expensive every single year. I remember I always say the word expensive. It's not really a word I want you to start using, especially for the Financial Literacy Academy girls. They know. Don't use the word expensive. That is the price. You cannot change it. If you walk into Louis Vuitton, if you walk into Pick and Pay, whatever, the price is the price. There's nothing you can do. You either afford it or not. And if your income is not increasing and things in life are increasing, that means your income is actually by default decreasing. You see where I'm going? There's no middle ground. There's no, oh, it's been staying the same. There's no staying the same. You either increasing your income or by default it is increasing because it means you cannot afford other things now. If your income is not growing, you are falling behind. Here's a few ways for you to learn how to increase your income, but I want it to be something you're constantly doing. I don't want to tell you something now and then also learn to increase your income and then get stuck on that figure. No, you constantly have to be increasing. I'm constantly increasing my income. Wealthy people are constantly increasing their income. So I want you to do the same. Constantly increase your income. Here are a few ways. Learn a skill. This is what I teach in the Financial Literacy Academy. So learn a skill, start a side hustle, sell digital products, join affiliate programs. Affiliate programs are not only digital programs. There's also programs like Herbalife, Avon, Forever Living, I think it's called. There's so many AMC, the pots. I love those pots. So you can like sell those pots and get a commission. They're using your affiliate link to purchase that product. It's just that it's a physical product. Or you can have affiliate program online, like how I do. So if you use my link on something that I have an affiliate program to, like Amazon, Shopify, those kind of things, I get a small commission on that. The best one that I would recommend, it takes a bit of time, but it will make you live a life that you really enjoy, like your dream life, is build a brand. Build a personal brand according to your story. It doesn't have to be a brand like someone else. It has to be a brand aligned with your beliefs, your values, what you have overcome, your story. This is actually how I changed my life and how I stopped depending on one income and how I was able to leave my full-time job is by having a personal brand. You budget your way out of poverty. You also need to learn how to earn more income. By the way, if you want to learn how to build another stream of income using your personal brand, selling digital products, and also how to manage your money properly, I actually teach this step by step through my mentorship program, which is the Financial Literacy Academy. I coach you every single week. I have you on my WhatsApp group. You can message me personally on WhatsApp. And if you're interested, just comment FLA and I'll send you the link on the comments below. Financial move number 3, which is big because a lot of people are doing this and they don't know they are doing this. But some of you are doing it because it's just past traumas, I guess, that want that void to be filled. So financial move number 3 is stop living for people. Stop living for people. This one move changed my life emotionally and financially. I stopped caring about what people think. I only care about what God thinks. Stop making financial decisions to impress people. You want to buy a car right now, you're desperate for a car, you're tired of using public transport, you're tired of traveling to work in a rainy day or a scorching hot day, or going with your kids in a public transport, you're tired of that, look for a car you can afford. You don't have to kill yourself over that. If you look at your budget and you're planning for a car, and your budget says you can only afford a car for 3,000 Rand a month to be comfortable in your budget, then look for a car that's going to cost you 3,000 Rand a month or less. It doesn't matter what people think. It doesn't matter what people will say. Don't get a car that's going to cost you 6,000 Rand a month just because you want people to clap their hands when they see you, validate everything, and approve you of some sort. They will not help you when it's time to pay back that car loan. They will not help you when the bank is wanting to repossess your car, and they repossess your car, they auction it, and you still own the bank, so you're still paying for a car that you don't own anymore. People will not help you. So stop trying to impress people. Get out of that mindset. Get out of that mindset today. Make a decision today that you're going to live a lifestyle that you can maintain, that you don't need validation from anyone besides God. You do not need people's approval. You need to be aligned, to be in alignment with what God has given you right now. You need to be a good steward and multiply and increase what you have by living a life that is aligned with who you're trying to become. Your finances should make sense to you. They should not be there to impress people. That is going to defeat you. It will not help you at all. The last financial move that helped me tremendously is to change your environment. If you don't know, when I finished my qualification, my degree, I studied a degree at University of Zululand. And when I finished, I got a job in New Zealand. So I left the whole country. And it was so hard. It was the hardest thing I think I've ever done, but the most rewarding part of my life, because I changed environment. I got to be around new people. I got to learn more about how to manage my finances without the help of family, without the comfort of being at home. I don't know, but it really did change my life. I surrounded myself with other people who are also like taking risks, who are wanting to grow. You know, it was very nice to actually be around that kind of environment. And I remember coming back home to visit, and I, saw other people that I hadn't seen in a while, and there were other people who were very limited with how they think. So you need to be careful with being around people who have a fixed mindset, if I should put it that way. Some people don't think long term. Some people don't think big. I sometimes question other people who, are Christians and they love God, but they don't think big. It's like, what kind of God are you serving? Did you read Isaiah 55? So be around people who have read Isaiah 55, who knows that God says, my ways are not your ways, my thoughts are not your thoughts, and what God has promised us. Be around people who can think big, who can believe in your big dreams as well, who are not going to shut it down. Be around people who want to invest in themselves, invest in their education, invest their money, who want to see growth. Be around other good stewards. Be around people who want to actually mentally, physically, emotionally grow, and financially they want to grow. Sometimes when you're around people who have a limited mindset and you're trying to grow your finances, you're trying to live a life of freedom that God wants us to live, they look at you and they treat you like you're being greedy, like you're doing something wrong because you're working hard on trying to find financial freedom or on trying to be rich and successful, when God made sure that Adam and Eve were rich. They had everything freely in the garden, and they looked at that one tree in the eyes of lack and they lost it all. God made sure that Abraham was rich. God made sure that Joseph got rich. Like, when we are doing the same principles that God has put in the Bible, the wisdom that God has given to Solomon, and with that wisdom he gave him riches and honor, and we are trying to do the same according to the biblical principles. There's some people with limited mindsets who are going to tell you that you are being greedy, who are going to treat you like you've done something wrong. as long as you're not stealing from people, as long as you're not taking from the poor, as long as you're not lying or deceiving people so that they can give you money and you run away, as long as you're not doing those kind of things, then there is nothing wrong with working hard so that you can live a life of freedom, and your kids will obviously benefit from that. And then the next generation will not have to start from scratch, and you're going to leave inheritance and legacies for the next generations to come. Mindset is everything. So choose people who challenge you, people who have a growth mindset, people who are talking big numbers. If in your circle you are the only one thinking about growth, you are not in the right circle, because what's going to happen is you're going to start not really talking about the things you're thinking about, because you can see it's rubbing people the wrong way, and then you're going to feel stuck. So you need to expose yourself to the right people. I used to say this when I was a student advisor. I was a student advisor before I became a financial planner, and I used to tell my students, that be around other people who are exposed to the law firms, who are, talking about wanting to get a part-time job in whatever they're studying. So if you're studying IT or you're studying law, and you want to also understand how to do the admin stuff, and you want to get a part-time job as a paralegal, junior paralegal, or whatever, be around people who are talking about those kind of things, because they're going to expose you to the right people, and it's going to help you when you are now looking for a job. You are talking to the right people. I always say I want all my videos to feel like you just enrolled into a free masterclass or a free webinar, and you're getting all of this information, all of this meat that is going to help you transform your life. So let's recap the 4 money moves that I learned in my 20s that has changed my life completely. And when you're around me personally, you feel like, oh gosh, Noma, your mind is on another level. And that's because of these 4 money moves. And you're going to be like that as well if you implement them starting right now. So have a payday routine. Increase your income constantly. Don't increase your income and then stay stagnant again. Keep increasing that income. Stop living for people. Stop living to impress people. Your life is not for that. Change your environment. Be around other people who are growing, who are challenging you, who are trying to become the best version of themselves, who are using this power that God has given us to create as much wealth as possible. And when you have that kind of wealth, you can be so generous. You can tithe so much. You can give to churches. You can help family. Like, you have that peace in your life, and you're also helping because God has blessed you with so much, because you use the power He gave you. You are able to bless other people as well. So I hope that this really helped. Today's video really helped, change your life. I hope you wrote everything down. If you need any help with budgeting, with paying off debt, I do have a one-on-one coaching offer that you can find below. If you want to learn more about building income, about building a brand, about a life of financial freedom, and, having that weekly mentorship, being around other women and other people who want to have the same as well, who are trying to achieve the same results, then I do really highly recommend my Financial Literacy Academy. It's like 212 Rand. It's very reasonable. But obviously, if it's not in your budget, then maybe you'll find another mentorship that is a bit cheaper. But that is mine, the Financial Literacy Academy. I pour my heart out on that one, which is also linked below. Or you can comment FLA and I will send it to you. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, share it with a friend, comment down below what you took from this video. What are you going to start implementing today for the rest of this year? As long as you are not lying to people. What is lying? Deceiving.